My name is Gillie Rawson. I was born in Vienna, and when I was 12 years old, Hitler invaded Austria, and we were Jewish, and my father lost his business straight away, and it was a question of trying to get out of the country, which was very, very difficult. And there was Kristallnacht on November the 10th in 1938, and it was worse than ever for Jewish people, and everybody tried harder than ever to get out. And all of a sudden an organization opened which called themselves Kindertransport, and they took children to England, and unfortunately had to leave their parents behind. And in April 1939, I came to England with my brother, who was 9 years old at the time, and we said goodbye to our parents at the station, and that was it, and we didn't know whether we'd ever see them again. And we went to Liverpool, we went into a family who looked after us. My brother, a different from to me, and we heard from my parents until the war started. And then my parents were left behind in Austria, which was very, very hard for them. And in 1941, they decided they'd had enough, and they got a guide, and the guide took them through the woods into Hungary, and they got there. We went to Liverpool. My brother went to a different place to me, and I was with the family. And when the war started, we were evacuated to Chester from the school, and we spent the first year of the war in Chester, where I was just with the family, just allocated. And when we came away from Chester, we came back to Liverpool, and then there was a thing that aliens had to leave anywhere within so many miles of the coast. So I went to Birmingham with some older friends. And in Birmingham I went into a children's hostel, refugee children's hostel. That is where I met my husband. And I was ill for about a year, and my husband then joined the RAF, and he was sent to Burma very quickly, and he came back after 2 years, and on leave. The war has finished by then, and we got married. And he went back to Burma for a few months, and we were in Birmingham, and we eventually came to Leeds because I had family here. My daughter Sandy was already born, and I had a boy a year later, and another boy 18 months later, so I had 3 children. And by then, of course, my husband was out of the Air Force, and he got various jobs, and we just carried on and carried on. And eventually we were always happy together, but it was very hard because we had no background to build on. Everything we had to do ourselves. And we were very happy, and unfortunately in 2007 my husband died. But my children, I have 2 children here in Leeds and 1 in Manchester, and we have got along very, very well, and we are very happy to be here.